Well, hello YouTube. So, first, Seaways bike night with Cam, and we're going to ride up Bracken Lane and meet Chris. He's been rude. He's made a new thingamabob for his the chain oiler. Tell me the name of your chain oiler. Totoro. And he's printed it and then sprayed it red, and it colour matches with the flying strawberry. In FreeCAD it was designed, whatever that is, like I know. Anyway, we've got the monkey bike out for a change. Monkey magic. So, I'm going to go up Bracken Lane because I said I'd meet Chris at Kirkburn. I sent him a map so he won't get lost. Yeah, okay. I can't tell you how happy it makes me just to be out on the monkey. Doing a country ride just makes a nice change from the CL. There's black clouds everywhere, but if it's gonna do anything stupid, well, tough. Oops. Now then, a chap asked me if the CL had a main stand. So I said no, it doesn't, but it's not been a problem. I've had no problems so far, and on top of all of that, I don't really do any of the repairs myself because I'm not mechanically minded. I mean, I clean it and I can do an oil change if I want. Not that I want to, but you know, If I get stuck, then there's always Rich who'll sort of say, I can sort that out, or I can take it to R&M, or I take it to the main dealer. So, not everybody who rides motorbikes is necessarily a mechanic. I just aren't. We can only be good at one thing, I'm told. I was good at being a paramedic. That was the thing I excelled at. And the other thing about being a paramedic was you can't really do it if you've got dirty fingernails, oily hands and cuts and that all over your fingers, because A, it makes it impossible to put the your gloves on for aseptic procedures, and it's also bloody painful pulling rubber gloves over really badly cut or sore hands. So I've just never done it. I don't think I need the sun visor. Right, that gets the horrible bit of road out of the way. Now we can have a nice leisurely bimble down Bracken Lane. Do you know, it's unbelievable. When I started getting ready half an hour ago, it was lovely blue skies. So I thought, oh great, the first nice evening I'll take the monkey bike out. I was planning on taking the CL at 4 o'clock because it's grey cloud coming in, and the CL needs a bath anyway, so I don't have two to wash. And then half an hour before Richard was due to turn up, just as we're getting ready, I thought, it's nice. I looked out the back bedroom window, blue skies, sunny. I thought, monkey, that's the end of it. This blooming climate we live in. Anyway, monkey it is, and I'm pleased I brought her. Dandelion corner, they should call that. Just look at them, there's another big patch of them down here. The old bunny rabbit's like a dandelion leaf. Probably why there's so many of them, because they're getting eaten and then regrowing, You eat one head and two heads come back, sort of thing. There was Australian lad I used to follow, Adam something, I can't think of his other name. He's a big YouTuber, and he has the Warhorse Africa Twin. And anyway, I remember, this is going back to what I was saying about the bikes only having side stands. He had a trick that he used to do with I think it was a block of wood and parking the bike up against a tree, and he used to put the side stand down, and then somehow or other he'd go it onto said block of wood. But then I know later on he adapted it, and he actually did it with a spanner. So it was stood on its side stand at one side, and then the spanner on the other side, holding the back of the swing arm up. But it basically had the same effects as if you were using a main stand, which he didn't have them. He wouldn't have them on his bikes. But I know with this system, he changed the tyre on the XV750, and he did his... now, what was the modern bike he had? Oh, he had one of them big Tenere Raids. And he said, when you're riding off-road, the last thing you want is anything under the bike that could get in the way and bring you off. So he said, all you want under the sump is a guard. But I was just thinking about it while I was talking about the fact my bikes don't have main stands, and I don't regret not having them. And that came to my mind. I'll have to have another look at... I wish I could remember his name. Anyway, I'll have to have a look at Adam's, because he definitely did. It was like a guerrilla style, taking the wheel off and adjusting the chain, and without a main stand or a paddock stand or anything like that. It was quite clever. And I'm not sure if Mark Victor, Biker Bix Australia, if Mark didn't do something similar with his Susie 650 that he had. The DR that he had, or still has anyway, for all I know. It's a long while since I've seen any of Mark's stuff. Oh, look at all the oilseed rape coming out now. Oh, this is glorious up here. The sun coming out. Oh, happy day. Yeah. 10 days ago there was no flowers here. All this has come on in the last 10 days. We've had some absolutely superb spring weather. One of the nicest springs I can remember. Oh, in a good while. Been absolutely glorious, and apparently there's more to come. All the elephant grass has gone up. And before you know it, they'll have ploughed it, drilled it, and it'll be coming back again. For the, since 2016, when I got the Pulse 250, that's been nothing but biomass crops. So it's quite interesting coming down this road on the new shock absorbers I've got on the back, new springs and shocks, and it's a much more stable ride, not bouncing about like it used to do. And I haven't done anything to the front, except I always keep the front tyre a little bit more inflated than Honda says 30, and I always put 32 in. And interestingly, when I took it to Ray's for its MOT, he said, what's the tyre pressure in that grey? I said, 30, why? He said, it's not enough, the tyre's not the right shape. He said, just put a couple more pounds in it and see how it goes. And he's right, it is better. It was Andy that pointed it out, the lad who works with him. So, what's it here? Ooh, 129, we'll have some of that. Yippee! This will make Richie's day, this will. I spy young Chris. Right. E5 for this one. So no, we weren't going to do that, were we? No. We're going to go back to using this. It was about half full. Oh well, it's full. £3.26, 2.5 litres. That's all it took. I tell you what, the cost of running this bike is becoming a burden. £3.26 to fill it up. That's
Give it a bit of a clean grave. It's looking a bit grubby.
I know. No, I know. What can I believe you.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Really?
Yeah, I believe him.
And yet I didn't.
You're an agent provocateur, you are.
I'll tell you what, I've got video evidence.
Was you telling fibs?
It was under
actually
coercion. It was
He said
coercive.
it's lovely and clean. He's been clean it afternoon. He goes, oh, tell him it's mucky.
Oh, right, okay.
It coercive.
You are forgiven. I think the screen might have slipped a little bit. It's rattling. Nah. Sort that out later. Oof. So that's the village of Kirkburn. The Esso garage with the cheap petrol is on the A614, which is the main road from Market Wheaton up to Driffield. You see, you'd think that this little bike would be out of its league with the 500 and the 750 that's behind. But when you go around these little thready roads, this is easy to chuck around. The only place where they can outgun me is on a B or an A road. And another example of that would be how a 250 two-stroke at Scarborough could make a 600 look really slow. You get somebody who was a really good 250 two-stroke, like for example Robert Dunlop, and Robert could hold his own round there against way bigger bikes. It was a masterclass to watch. And they used to have this really nice club racing class. It was 250 two-strokes or 400cc inline, 400cc four-strokes. And I'm pretty sure that the bikes that they were racing would have been. No, I don't know if they were twins or fours. I genuinely don't know. But I used to really enjoy the class, and then as the years came on, it slowly declined as the bikes got harder to find. And the superbike class at Scarborough, I always thought riding Fireblades at Scarborough was a bit of a waste of time, really. It wasn't a track that was any good with 1,000cc. The 600 used to do well at Scarborough. Quite often I used to take my break when they had the big bikes out. I wasn't that interested, with the exception, that is, of the Cock of the North or the Gold Cup, because they were like the main events. But those old CB 600 RR Hondas, they were something else. And you used to see a lot of clubmen riding the 600F, which made a good account of itself. And they used to change the fairings, and I think a lot of the lads who got those fairings used to go to Padgett's at Batley for them. It's an interesting shop. Funny enough, Silver Fox, Nick, he He's just bought a bike from Padgett's, his new Honda Rebel. And Padgett's is a shop I very much enjoy having a wander around, because especially when you go in the Honda franchise, there's a lot of history there of, you know, there are two-stroke 125s and other racing bikes, but he always has 3 or 4 new GP 125s, and they're normally up on the shelf, they're not on the floor for sale. And over the years going in there, I've seen some very rare machinery. Hey up there. Just looking at that cloud. Young Chris doing a fair impression of Bert Munro laying on his tank. Sort of, anyway. I could go for the cheeky overtake, but I don't want to. And then again, have him. 52 miles per hour. Steady, lad. The sun isn't in my favour at the moment. It's lovely to have it out, and I'm not complaining. But I keep getting it, you know, straight into the lens, so it's going to make the lens flare. Blimey, there's a big word. Yeah, they're the same here, 129.9. And it's 10 miles we've ridden, that little route we've just done. Oh my word, there's a few here. That's nice to see. I think the sunshine's tempted folk out. That'll do. Room for a small one. So I've had our cup of tea, and we're going to head back now as we're losing the daylight. Just have a quick look at the bikes that have come up, what's left. I was just admiring an old Yamaha 900 version, which is over there. Same year as my old gal. Little 125 there, and it's got all that to lug about. That's what I don't understand. How does it manage to lug all that around as a 125? And that's a 125.
Yeah.
It's queer, isn't it? Yeah. But then you see 9 horsepower cars, don't you? And all the bodywork and, you know, these old Rileys and stuff. So it's all torque, I suppose, is it, in the engine?
It won't be fast accelerator.
No.